Hi, it's Yakanda with Technically Funny, and we are taking a look at the HTC One X. The One X is the most powerful out of HTC's new One series, also included the mid-range One S and the lower entry-level One V. So looking at the absolutely ridiculous spec sheet, the One X has a 1.5 GHz quad-core NVIDIA Tegra 3 processor, a 4.7-inch HD 720p LCD display, 8 megapixel rear camera along with a 1.3 megapixel front-facing one, and 1080p HD video recording. You get 32 gigabytes of storage, a hefty 1 gigabyte of RAM, and the now standard Beats Audio and also Android 4.0 right out of the box. Starting off with the design, the One X is a beautifully made phone. The contoured glass and the gentle curved casing gives the impression that it's smaller and thinner than it actually is, and despite the large screen, it's very comfortable to use and hold. On the left hand side of the phone you have the solitary micro USB port, and on the right hand side sits the volume rocker. At the bottom of the device you have the microphone, at the top you have the power key and second noise cancelling mic along with a headphone jack. At the back of the phone you have the SIM tray, the camera and the flash at the top, the HTC and the Beats audio branding in the middle, and at the bottom of the device you have the speaker grill. The front of the device gives you the curved glass display with the capacitive Android key sitting below. The display is hands down the best I've seen on a mobile. It's very hard to show you on a video or image, it's just something you need to experience in the flesh. Colors are vivid and accurate, and text is as sharp if not sharper than the iPhone 4S. The One X is packing a quad-core processor, and this really shows in the speed of the device. General navigation is smooth and lag-free, and data-intensive tasks always run quickly. Battery life is pretty good and will give you a day's worth with general use. I used the Google Chrome beta browser for Android and it was fantastic. Pages loaded up quickly and pinching and zooming was a cinch. Games also look and run brilliantly. However, I did notice the phone getting hot after prolonged gameplay. As there's no fan to cool down the 4 cores spinning around inside, this is expected, but it doesn't get to the point where it's uncomfortable at all. HTC have skinned out Android 4.0 with Sense 1.0, and this is a hit and miss edition. The software is generally smooth and doesn't get in the way too much, but in some instances, like the task switcher for example, Sense takes over and doesn't really benefit you in any way. You have a standalone app to switch tasks, yet this can be done without an app in the normal version of Android 4.0 that the Galaxy Nexus has. This is something that just cannot be avoided with manufacturers nowadays, but on the bright side, HTC's new skin is much better than their previous outings. In terms of audio quality, the Beats audio on board offers nothing more than a bass boost, and to be honest, is a bit of a gimmick. When using headphones, it's best to just leave Beats audio turned off. The loudspeaker, however, sounds surprisingly great, as does the audio quality on the phone calls to the front earpiece. The camera is a mixed bag. HTC have decked out the software with great improvements like a dual shutter and zero shutter lag. You have the option of both video and image capture together, meaning you don't have to keep switching between the two, and you can take photos whilst recording video. Image quality, however, isn't great. Colors seem washed out and noise can get pretty bad in low light situations. It's not bad, but it's not on par with the likes of the Xperia S or the iPhone. Overall, the One X is a fantastic all-round device and I would say one of the best mobiles on the market. The speed and gorgeous display make up for the mediocre camera and HTC's Sense skin. As far as Android phones go, the One X is definitely one of the best and could have very nearly been the most perfect smartphone available. Regardless of the camera quality, I can confidently say that the One X is a fantastic choice.